How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 on the PS4 with Seasons. That's right, Seasons has come to console thanks to Realismus Modding, I believe is the name. We have finally gotten Seasons, guys. Something that everyone thought would not happen until the 2019 rendition, which Giants will go ahead and implement that with the next edition of the game. But in the meantime, they have basically rewritten the entire game, more or less, made it a lot more challenging, and made it a lot more realistic. Seasons has been a game changer. I've been messing around with it a little bit before recording this video because I just wanted to check out a couple things, and was so excited. I'm gonna admit to you guys, I'm not a liar, that I made some mistakes in some earlier games that I wasn't going to bother putting on my channel because it was going to end in disaster anyway. So used to playing the old-fashioned way that when I restarted, I went ahead and bought some major equipment, and like bigger tractors and bigger seeders and whatnot, and then realized, oh, you know what? I'm not going to have any money left really to survive. I'm going to be in the red before I even do my first harvest. So Seasons definitely makes you play a lot smarter. It makes you rethink your whole strategy. So that's what we're doing. I thought it best to start with Goldcrest anyway. We'll move on to other maps. I'm probably not gonna spend a lot of time, although it has been, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a while since I played on Goldcrest. I mean, once they started bringing out the modded maps, right? Yeah, not too many people played on the vanilla maps because there's too many great maps out there to explore and work on, and everybody gets their favorites. Right now, the West Coast is my favorite, but I am kind of leaning towards the Valley. But I don't know if any of those maps have been optimized for Seasons yet, so I'm just going to hold off for the time being, and because I want to experience the full impact of Seasons. And I know with some of the modded maps, if they're not optimized for the DLC, Seasons won't work properly on them. You can still use Seasons, but it won't work properly, and that's what I want to experience, and that's what I want you guys to experience. So we're starting here on Goldcrest Valley with the Midwest DLC season implemented as well. And we're probably going to spend a little bit of time, as you can tell, just kind of preparing these fields. Plus, I wanted to spend some time talking about the Seasons DLC as well. So, figure while I work away here, getting this field ready, might as well go ahead and talk about Seasons as well, right? Kind of make it a double thing of let's play and exploring Seasons a little bit. So of course, with the Seasons mod, you have to kind of pay attention to the weather. In fact, it's imperative that you pay attention to the weather. In fact, a lot of things are imperative that you got to pay attention to. Like, for example, if you hire a worker, The workers actually make overtime now, which is awesome, if you ask me. It's only fair, right? Like before, if you hire a worker before 6 a.m. or after 6 p.m., they get 50% more than what they normally would make, and they automatically get 50% more on weekends. So I think what it's going to implement is a lot of work done yourself, along with, I think, a lot more multiplayer involvement. I think a lot of people are going to be asking their friends and people they play the game with, hey, can you help me out for a little bit, doing whatever, right? Because yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of money, man, if you don't. So I think it's really going to improve the multiplayer aspect as well. Now, unless of course with multiplayer, I'm not sure. I haven't used seasons with multiplayer or if it's even possible. You guys can comment below and let me know if it is or not. If the people you play with get paid either way and get to keep the money, I have no idea. Or unless, I mean, I know multiplayer, you were able to get the money, but you didn't keep it, so there really wasn't any point, right? Uh, People who joined my maps and the maps that I joined, either I didn't give them any money or split the money with them, or they vice versa, right? Like, now the way around that, if you wanted, is is to take the money. Remember how much you made on that farm, and I guess if you wanted, use the cheap box to attain that number, and then you could say, oh yeah, I got paid, right? Like that's one way to do it if you wanted. Myself, I just, I help people out, and that's about it, you know, because I don't do a lot of multiplayer. So yeah, a lot of things have changed now. It's really going to change how you play the game and what you do on a day to day. Also, another bit of news: we have a new subscriber joining Deej's Dog Pound. 1972 Pimpstress, who I personally have known for some time, but told her about my channel. She said she'd look for it, and true to her word, she did. So, Pimp, Pimp, Pimpstress 1972. Actually, let me correct that. 1972 Pimpstress. Thank you for joining DJ's Dog Pound. I appreciate your support. And of course, as always, guys, if this is your first visit to my channel, why not follow her lead? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Dog Pound. With seasons, we'll be able to help each other out. Maybe I can help you out with some things, and you can help me out with some things in the comments on what I could do to improve, or a different way to make money while we're waiting for crops and such a thing. I'm really going to have to watch my spending, though. I'm so used to playing the other way, where it's like, with the original game version, it's like, okay, I can spend that money and make it back, with silage bales, or doing silage, or cutting grass and selling it. You can't do that anymore. Well, you can, but you have to wait, because everything has changed. Now, even, I mean, silage bales themselves take about one third of a season. So depending on how many days you've set your year up for, I'm playing on 6 days. I thought that was a good number. I didn't want to make a season too short, but I didn't want to play it too long either, right? So we're doing a 6-day season here. So it's going to take 2 days for silage bales to fully ferment. You'll have to excuse my voice. I'm just getting over a cold, as a lot of people are, as this time of year usually increases the number of flu bugs that are out there, and of course I am not immune to them. The weather here has been kind of weird. It's actually normal now for this time of year. It's minus 9 right now, which I don't know, in the States, what would that transfer to Fahrenheit? What would that be, about 26 for you guys? Somewhere around there? It is cold, though. It is definitely cold. Actually, before I started recording this, I had to clear out my driveway yet again from the snow. So, but it's alright. I got a snow blower, so it's actually fun. I don't mind. With shoveling was a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not getting any younger. Shoveling was really starting to affect my my overall health. So I thought it was time to go the snowblower route and make life a little easier on myself, so that's what I did. And it's fun. I mean, I'm a guy. I like anything that involves gas and, well, that didn't come out right. gas-powered toys. Anything that involves gas-powered toys. I'll word it that way. I like, so whether it be cutting grass in the summer or weed trimmer or snow blowing, if it's gas powered, I'm all for it. So yeah, we've gotten quite a bit of snow already this year. There's about, I would say, a good 6 to 7 inches out there right now. Some years we don't get any for the Christmas season, so it's kind of nice to see. And that has been one of the reasons I haven't put a video out in a while. I don't know if you guys have missed my videos or not. Hopefully you have. I know there's only 11 of you, but hopefully at least half of you have missed my videos or wondering what's been going on. I haven't given up, guys. I haven't given up making videos or anything like that. It's just with the Christmas season right around the corner, it's been busy. That's one of the reasons I haven't made a video. I've been trying to get ready and get my shopping done early. Not quite done yet, and which isn't a good thing because there's like 9 days left till Christmas now, so gotta get on it. Get on it. Get it done. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't put out a video. And another reason is I was trying to think, like, past few videos I haven't got a lot of views, so I'm thinking it's because you might be getting bored, and not that I really blame you. It's pretty much been wash, rinse, and repeat, right? Plow a field, sow a field, harvest a field. Plow a field, sow a field, harvest a field. Cut grass, make silage. Plow a field, sow a field, harvest a field. Cut grass, make silage. It's been the same thing, and I've been racking my brain wondering how I could diversify it, and make these videos a little more interesting. And if you guys have any ideas on how I can do that, believe me, I will be willing to hear them and take them into consideration. So don't be shy, guys, please. So with the seasons mod, of course, you have to watch your days and everything. So we can go ahead and plant wheat, barley, and canola right now. I'll probably do barley and canola. I want to save field 12, I think it is, the bigger one, for soy, but we can't do soy just yet. Have to wait till it gets a little warmer, and according to the chart, that's not going to be till near the end of the season, end of the spring season anyway. So we'll have to wait a couple days for that. And besides, I only have the one seeder right now. I don't really want to spend a heck of a lot. I'm kind of nervous about spending money now, to be honest with you. I know you got to spend it to make it, but with everything changing, I mean, and it's supposed to rain I mean, as you can see here, I got rain forecast for the next 2 days, and then it's going to be partially cloudy on Thursday, and then rain for the next couple days, right into the weekend. So, mind you, not that we can harvest anything, but the moisture level is going to increase, which reminds me I have to buy the lobster. Yeah, the lobster, that's a new tool. That's like Hogwarts kind of stuff, man. It's pretty crazy how that lobster works. It measures everything. I haven't had a chance to go to Realismus Modding's website yet and check out all the information on it. I'll try and give you the lowdown a little later on what it does and what you can do with it. The other thing you gotta watch too is your vehicle maintenance. And yes, we do have to worry about vehicle maintenance now. So it's roughly, generally speaking, every 30 days. And I think that's dependent on how long your season is. My season is only, well, my year is, what, 6 days, 24 days long. Right? So, let's just take a look here. Yeah, so I have to do maintenance. It's either 30 hours, I think it is, 30 hours of time on a vehicle or once a year. So in 24 days, I'm going to have to do vehicle maintenance on all the vehicles. I don't think that's just one vehicle. I think that's all vehicles, and if you guys know different, you can tell me. Although, I know vehicle costs will be lower if you don't use them as often, but I still think you have to do maintenance on them regardless. So yeah, I mean, regardless of how often you use your vehicle, I mean, you could leave a tractor sitting all year and never touch it. You're still going to have to do maintenance on it, although the cost will be a lot less. Let's just get this out of the way. Alright guys, I am going to go ahead and continue plowing this field. And probably the next one too, to be honest with you, so that we're not spending the entire video plowing. So I will see you guys in just a few minutes, alright? Alright. Now it is self-drilling, so we don't have to worry about the cultivation. Of course, it is going to be slower, because technically this tractor is way underpowered, as you can tell. By only doing 8 miles an hour, we should actually be hitting about 12 or 13 at least with a normal tractor that would be more suited. But like I said, man, I'm afraid to spend money because I don't know how soon we're gonna get some money back, right? So I'm kind of holding off on that for now. We're gonna have to fertilize this too, so I gotta get a fertilizer spreader. So I think I'm gonna time lapse this, and we'll finish this field off right quick. It won't take too long. At least I hope it won't take too long. Man, she shifts around a lot. She doesn't like staying in a straight line very well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and time lapse this, and I will see you guys when we're closer to the end. Alright? Alright. Okay, so we should only have one pass left. Maybe another, you know what? No, probably two. I don't think it's going to get the entire strip in one go. I have this funny feeling. And wow, I don't know where this fog came from, but all of a sudden she just rolled in. It was nice and sunny and clear. Now all of a sudden, we've gotten a fog coming in. Now I'm wondering too, because you have ground moisture, now is the fog is basically mist, right? So is the fog going to affect the soil moisture? That is a really good question. We will find out in just 1 second here once I've completed this pass. So that's that field done. We'll throw canola in 14 over here. Again, we'll time lapse it because it won't take long. They're not big fields, so it's not going to take too long to do. Before we start it though, again I will show you another little feature of this lobster. So you come over to your field and you just pick an area and you go ahead and you hit the circle, and this is what you get. The top one tells you what your position is. The next one down shows you your elevation above sea level. It tells you what crop is in the field. It tells you the growth stage. Right now it's at 0%. The next one I think is crop moisture, which is at 15% right now. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's crop moisture. The next one is fertilization, and the bottom one is soil moisture, if I am not mistaken as well. So yeah, so the crop's already 15% moisturized, I guess. That's how I'm reading it. I could be wrong. Again, correct me in the comments below, guys. We shall see. But yeah, over here you can see again. So yeah, the soil moisture is 10%. So I'm thinking that's the crop moisture, which again, you know, affects your year-end yield. Well, not your year-end yield, but your harvest yield. If it's too wet, can't have that. Okay, and for some reason, instead of, I forgot I left that on, so I must have shut that off, thinking I was turning it on. But anyway, once again, another time lapse, people, as we move forward. Okay, So here we are, almost finished. Oh, screwed that up. Looks like I'll have to make one more pass. Oh well. C'est la vie. Such is life. I would really like to get a bigger tractor though. So I think what I might do is sell the crops we do have. Not all of them, mind you. I'm gonna do the premium price ones. The sunflowers, the soy, and the corn. Sell those three off and see what we can get. So at the very least, maybe even just upgrade the engine in one of these cases so that it can better handle the seeder. I know it's too big for this tractor, but like I said, I don't like the small seeder on these fields. I think the smaller seeder is even too small for fields this size. You can agree or disagree or agree to disagree, but this is the seeder we're going to be using for the time being. So there we go. We are finished for now. There really isn't any more seeding we can do for another couple days anyway. We have to wait, because even if we go ahead and try to seed that field, seeds won't grow, man, and it'll just be a waste of money. So we are not going to do it. And did you guys see the cost of the hired worker? $532. Did you guys see that? Wow, man. That's like 5 times higher than what he used to make. It would have been around 100 and something, I think. Let's check on him as we park this up here. Where is he? Oh geez, he's still working away. Wow. But he's almost done. He's getting close. But yeah, we're going to leave that field. This is a field that the soy is going in. So we're going to leave this one empty for now. So what we will do, we'll grab this and we'll come on back and we'll start fertilizing these fields. Turn the headlights on here. It's foggy, man. I guess rain is coming. The forecast said it was going to rain, so the rain is definitely on its way, but man, the fog just seemed to roll in out of nowhere. Like when you're up at the top of field 14 there, you can't even see the main yard. So it is definitely. So I was saying that the crop moisture is at about 15%. Now I'm thinking that ideally, that's not our corn, turned. I'm thinking ideally you want to leave or have that number lower, correct? Like, I don't think you would want it to get up to, say, like anything over 20%, I guess. If you guys know or have read to the website, I gotta go here too and check it out for myself. I haven't been here. I'll put it up. I will put it up here for you and highlight it. Where is it? Measurements. There it is. Yeah. realistmodding.com/seasons. So I will have to go read that. But ideally, I think you want to keep that crop moisture number low. Well, even though, I mean, it's out of your hands. You can't physically keep it low, but you want it lower for harvesting. You don't want it higher. And I'm thinking higher than, I believe it's like 25% is really going to affect your bottom line. So I'm thinking, like, if we can keep it so that it only gets like as high as 20%, anything under that I'm probably willing to harvest, and I will have to try as best I can to keep, if I can remember, to keep an eye on the numbers and see if there's a big difference, because I think just like in life, when it comes to farming, some yields are going to be better and some are going to be worse, man. So I think if we can keep an eye on on that. I might do, actually, it might be a good idea to do another, at least another barley crop, and see how much that number is affected one way or the other on that same field. I'll probably put it in that same field, just so that we have the same amount, right? Because if you put it in a different field, then the number's obviously going to change. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll do a second barley crop anyway, and see how much the number changes. I'm just kind of wondering if the fog is going to affect the ground moisture as well. Let's go back to one of these fields as soon as we load up. Yeah, this is going to take all 4 of our... Yep. All 4 of our pallets. We're going to have to get some more. I'm going to actually have to start using pallets now, because if we use the placeables, man, the price is just going to kill us. So let's see if that number has stayed the same here. Yeah, it's still at 15%. Okay. Yeah, I can't get over the price of that worker too. $532, guys. Should have kept. Well, I'll have to look and see. I don't know if there's a... I don't know if there's a chart that has how long a hired worker's been going for. I'll have to look at that on the finance. There should be something on the financial page, I think, saying how long he's worked for. If he's still going when we're done fertilizing these 2 fields, I'll probably take over for him to finish it off. And then, I mean, this is pretty much all we can do for a couple days anyway, until the ground temperature comes up, so we can plant some soy and get that going. Because we're really only working with 3 fields here. We might actually have to take a loan and buy another field so that we can maybe start corn, possibly. Thinking too, we might have to take a page out of Mr. Sealy P's playbook and do some forestry. Lease a Scorpion King and a placeable wood chipper. I thought that was a really good idea. I'll give him credit for that, even though he might have got on from it from somebody else, but I'm giving him the throwdown for that, because I saw him do it and I thought it was a really good idea. So we may actually have to... Man, it is getting foggy. What the hell? You get far enough away at like certain points you can barely see. So we'll probably end up doing that for a couple days, guys. I might do some. Well, I might do some of it in a video. Probably closer to the time that we're going to be seeding field 12 there with soy, and do it that way. But I think the rain is definitely on its way. Look at those clouds. Wow. Look at those clouds, man. We got a good storm coming in. Yeah, so I would suggest going to Realist Modding's website there, Realismus Modding, I believe the name is. Realismus Modding. .com/seasons, and check out the information on the Wobster. I think it'll have a lot of useful information. It can probably tell you a lot more about it than I can, obviously. But apparently this realist modding is a freaking wizard, man, because for real, to come up with something like that is pretty crazy, to say the least. But this thing is awesome. Right? Like, so we got canola on here, 15% crop moisture, 33% fertilized, 10% soil moisture. But that's about to change very soon. It's about to start pouring down here in a matter of minutes. Yeah, so I mean that's about all we can do farming wise, guys, for the time being. It's kind of weird. Having to pay attention to all these things. Oh man, that's funny. So let's get the music rolling here as we wrap it up for yet another day. Glad to be back. Missed you guys. Hopefully you missed me too. Don't forget, guys, please, if you are enjoying the content or just for the sake of Seasons being in console version of the game now, go ahead and smack that like button. Once, twice, 3 times. I mean, granted, it'll only work one time, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? I'm going to try and get all this equipment out of the rain. Don't forget as well, if you want to hit that share button, you will have absolutely no evil repercussions from me. And like I said, guys, your first visit to my channel, knock that subscription button. Check out my other videos. See what the farm was like before season started. Because that is ancient history now, man. These videos will be archived in the pages of history when Farming Simulator changed forever. Alright, I think my hired worker is still working, so I'm going to take over for him. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. This morning actually. Well, it's afternoon where I am. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy my next video. Until then, stay awesome, everybody, would you? Alright? And remember to look out for one another. It is a crazy, crazy world out there. Till I see you guys next time, take care.